You're a millionaire?
Yeah.
23?
23.
Stock trading mostly?
No. I'm known for mainly investing in the stock market, but it was at my 18th birthday that my brother helped me through insurance auto auctions. Not too sure if you know about them, but it's like salvaged title cars. He had a dealer's license and he assisted me in buying, like he exposed me to the market of buying and selling cars. So ever since then, I've been buying and selling. I had a normal job and I've been very frugal from like a very early age. And because of that, by the time I turned 20, I had enough money to like buy my dream car, which was like the GTR. Yeah. But then I ended up buying the house first. I rented out 2 of the rooms to 2 of my roommates. Probably one of the best decisions I ever made. I was uploading videos about investing in cars. I was uploading videos about investing in like buying my first house. And I uploaded videos about like my biggest day, which was like $100 day at the time when it came down to trading. No one cared about any of the other topics that I talked about other than how I explained how I took a position on a specific like lower cap stock and then sold it for more. And that like the overall feedback, like the other videos got more views, but the overall feedback and engagement and actual like networking capabilities was so much more engaging with the trading videos. For the last year or so though, you've mainly focused on day trading. Correct, yeah. So I do it every single day, especially with our, so you know about TechBuds. TechBuds is our free group, right? We have Learn, Plan, Profit, which is our private course group. I was someone that was like extremely against courses about, I don't know.
Sounds sketchy. Sounds,
so I want your opinion. Like, what do you think about courses? Common sense would say like, if you're a millionaire and you're doing great, then why bother selling a course? Exactly. Okay. What's your response to that? Okay, so I was someone that like, if you were to look almost exactly a year from now, Learn, Plan, Profit didn't exist. Like it was like I had TechBot Solutions and that was it. And I would upload a bunch of free videos. The reason I was against courses so much was because I believe that the experience, again, accessibility, that was always my main focus. And to understand that I'm going to charge someone for accessibility didn't make much sense. So then when I decided to create a course, when was the time when so many of our... Why do you want to make it accessible? Because I feel like I would want to keep my secrets, you know? Oh, there's no secrets. Like to buy and sell a car for a profit, or to buy a stock and sell it for a profit, or to buy a property and sell it for a profit. You can learn everything. I learned everything without taking a course, just simply by learning what it is that I did online. The reason and how it is that I designed the course was where I wanted to provide so much value in my eyes in the course that it became unquestionable. So look, like let's say you're someone that's wanting to get started and learning more about investing in the stock market. There's already a huge negative connotation with those who have courses, 100%. Let's say me, I'm 23 years old, millionaire, right? Got all his cars on his Instagram. Cars, houses, all that stuff. Got your page where it looks like every other like get rich quick thing, you know? 100%. So no. And then the thing that I love about that is like what trumps all those like critics. It's being able to see it happen every single day. So I can create a course, and regardless if like, let's say, who do you think is super like, if you were to idolize like a business, like Jeff Bezos, if you were to come out with a course on how to make a $1 trillion company, right? He can make it as step-by-step as possible and still people will not be successful, right? It doesn't matter how structured a course is because there will always be obstacles to that specific individual that will always come out. So what I wanted to do was like, I trade every single day, right? I have a course and I wanted to make it easy and simple to understand. I'm a specific type of trader where I'm viewed as a little bit more conservative. So I present everything it is that I do for free online, right? I never encourage anyone to be like, hey, if you like want to be successful and invest in the stock market, purchase my course. If you see any, like people message me every single day and say, hey, I just heard about you or learned about your channel, learned about what you do. Should I buy your course? I tell them no. I tell them become familiar with my investing style on YouTube. Does it make sense and does it resonate well with you? So I had another YouTuber, he has I think a little bit over 300,000 subscribers. His name's Ryan. He's more of a long-term investor. He sat next to me as I traded live within Learn, Plan, Profit, and he's someone that invests successfully long-term. He said as he sat next to me, and I'm someone that is a little bit more at a slower pace when it comes down to my trading, and I'm a little bit more conservative in comparison to like very active and aggressive day traders. And he said that the way that I was trading was way too aggressive for his style. So for him to be able to see how I trade, it doesn't make sense. It's too quick. He's too emotional. It's something that you can identify right away. And the really cool thing that if you're like, okay, well, what if I want to trade with you and see if this market is for me? But the only way that I can do that is if I start investing in. I don't want to invest in what you say because I don't know if it's going to work. There's a thing called paper trading. Have you heard of it?
No.
So it's simulation trading, which means that you can trade all the same real stocks.
Fictional, yeah.
But it allows you to trade real time, the same things that I do. They give you fake $200,000, or you can adjust how much you want to start with. In every single video, when they ask me what's the best way on how to get started, I say, again, the odds are not in your favor in being successful in the stock market. I swear, like, you can watch.
So yeah, Umar said it's 3-1. You don't concur with that?
And being successful?
Yeah.
Heck no.
Okay.
No. I run the largest like private Facebook group. I run the largest channel. And even for, I know nothing about the guy that you interviewed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So all I'm saying is when it comes down to the overall stats of who's actually successful in the stock market, I believe in the values and the discipline and the whole like back and benefit of what you experience and learn from the stock market so much that I think that everyone should learn how to invest in the stock market by simulation trading because of the concepts, because of the just overall mindset that you develop. I can care less if you want to do this long term. You know, not everyone's wired in the way that I'm wired, right? I don't know, you follow me on Instagram, right? I traded live with my Learn Plan Profit group today, just like I do every single morning for about 45 minutes to an hour. I was down 3,000 and I was able to recover without even touching the position to over $1,200 profit. And I post, like, they get to see me trade live every single day. They see me enter, they see me exit positions, but still, like, how is it that, like, if you were to...
And you consistently profit.
Consistently profit. I mean, I have thousands of members within Learn Plan Profit that get to watch me trade live every day. If there was one time that if I were to experience an exponential like red day and I don't post about it, don't you think that there would be a backlash of like, why are you only posting your profits and not your red days? Forget about my YouTube channel, forget about my course. You can learn how to trade with all the information that's out there for free, 100%. You can learn how to be successful in any market. Like when it came down to learning more about marketing, when it came to learning more about software, when it came to learning more about Shopify, these are all markets that I like am successful in now.
Okay.
And
well, hold on though.
Yeah.
So again, why sell a course?
So when I first created the course, it was to, there were so many of our traders that were investing in other people's courses, and they were saying that the way that I expressed my the information that, you know, about my trading and being able to, like, I did like a couple live trading sessions beforehand, and they said that being able to, like, if they could be able to see that every single day, like, that would be something that would be of value. Okay. Not only do I trade live with them every day, but I dedicate 20 to 15 minutes at the end of the live stream to answer open-ended questions. And in the meanwhile, I'm breaking down stocks for them that they call out. So for someone that is just getting started, that's going through the course, that has questions, that comes across and wants to practice what it is that they're learning and how to properly implement it, it makes sense that, again, if you want to be successful in market, it's not just doing it once a week, once a month, or anything like that, but being able and having access to doing it every single day with someone that is already successful in it. That was my core focus. That was my main focus.
So you're saying you started the course because you saw all these other courses that you didn't like and you wanted yours to be more different?
No, it wasn't that. I didn't care about the other people that had courses. My thing was, like, there were so many members within our group that were asking for either to do like one-on-one mentorships with me, to like jump on one-on-one calls, right? I never did like mentorships or anything like that, but they always like asked to jump on video calls, asked to work with me closer. They continued to ask me the same question over and over again when I was just like, for like time purposes, like it would make much more sense to have a structured course out there and to have an outlet for those that see value in it, okay, to enroll. My biggest thing was I never wanted to tell anyone that if you want to be successful, you have to enroll in my course. That's never have I ever, if someone messages me, hey, I had another guy message me again today, and again, I know that you might be like, oh, BS, but guys message me all the time saying like, there's a guy that messaged me saying that you are the best trader ever. I want to follow you, something like that. And I'm like, first of all, like, no, I'm not the best trader ever. And I really appreciate that you see value in the way that I break things down. But altogether, what's much more important to me is for them to watch my videos on YouTube, to practice it with like paper trading, see if it works for them. And if it does, great.
Everyone was calling Umar a fraud, you know, on his video.
Yeah. I did see a couple of the comments. And
yeah.
I know nothing about him.
Okay.
Right? I don't know if
Have you been called a fraud?
Oh, 100%. For like anyone that like is on YouTube that puts a course out there, I think like that's one of the biggest things. Like for someone to call, like, let's say there's so many videos to put into perspective about like Jeff Bezos or about like Elon Musk and how they're fraud or for how they're scammers for even the companies that they've created. And my thing is just like, I share a bunch of information on YouTube for those that want to see it. It's free and accessible for everybody.
Why do you do that?
Because I trade every single day. I truly like, if I have a red day, regardless of how our other businesses are doing, even if I lose $50 trading, like it will have I will have a shift of emotions for the rest of the day. It's just like how I'm wired. I don't feel as productive. So like yesterday that I did not trade, it ruined my entire day because I don't feel like I completed my day-to-day tasks. Our team, so like our TechBuds group, we all live in like one or two of my houses, but mainly they all come over to my house and we work. I wake up at 6 every morning. I trade. Now the market opens at 7:30. I trade for 1 hour live with the Learn Plan Profit group, about 2 to 3 hours total. And then in between that, I upload a video on YouTube. And then the rest of the time, all I'm doing is working with our private group or our TechBuds Solutions group. Everything that I try to share on YouTube is so like beginner friendly because that is my biggest goal. Like there's so much like beef out there for other YouTubers and like for other like content creators within our niche that it's just like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like I can care less about what other people are doing or why other people think that their course is better.
Who do you have beef with?
It's not that I have beef with anyone. It's that because we're like the largest YouTube channel out there and because I feel like because I'm so young and because how I put myself out there, I could, in the position that I'm put right now, I mean, I'm not dressed fancy. I have my cars, but I have a huge passion for cars from the very beginning. Like that's what initially motivated me to buy my GTR. That's like me. If I was someone, just imagine this. If I was someone that's 23, if I truly wanted to be flashy and wear Gucci, take private jets, do whatever else does, like eat expensive meals, I would be one of the most hated people on social media because I would try to flaunt like there's no tomorrow. And again, that's just not who I am. I do what I do every single day because I love it. I trade every morning because I love it. I work with my team because I love it. And I work long hours because I enjoy every single minute of it because I do not feel fulfilled at the end of the day.
When someone asks you if day trading is easy, what do you say?
No.
Okay.
Like if it was easy, then everyone would be successful in it, right?
Well, I read and I think the Forbes article said like only like under 10% like even make money.
I don't know how he came up with the 1/3.
I have to look at it again. He said something like,
I think he said he manages his risk at 1/3.
Maybe, yeah.
At 33%. That would make much more sense because for him, someone to say that, yeah. So
let's say you make 10 trades, right? You make a total of 10 trades. Each trade, you have a ratio of 3 to 1. Meaning you make $3 when you're right and you lose $1 when you're wrong.
So we have a thing within Learn Plan Profit called a 5 to 1 ratio, meaning that like I will only take a position when a stock offers a 5% margin of profit and I'll manage my risk at 1%, meaning that like if a stock has a potential to go up 5%, I'll take that position with a stop loss or managing my risk at 1%. So even if that stock doesn't go according to plan, I have 5 other chances to try to recover what I just lost.
Okay.
One of the biggest reasons that I think people fail is because they're so obsessed about the monetary aspect that the only reason that they get started is, again, to make more money. And you might be asking, well, isn't that the whole point of investing in the stock market? The reason that I think that I did so well and I never gave up in the stock market is because, again, I had so many other things to supplement my income that I was a person such at ease to learn more. I knew that it could be done. But when the state that you're in, the current state that you're in, if you put yourself in a very aggravated, aggressive approach to learning about a new market in a short period of time, the amount of mistakes that you're going to make and then the overall discouragement that you're going to experience because the monetary reward isn't going to be there, will ultimately just like destroy those people.
Okay, Ricky.
Yeah.
In 3 sentences or less, if you're a millionaire, why sell a course?
Okay. there was never like, okay. So the reason that I decided to sell a course was because I wanted to provide a course out there that provided so much value in comparison to everything else out there that was unquestionable. And I really did think that I could do that while making it accessible. All the other courses were $500 plus, just a course. Their mentor or whoever the investor was would post their profits from time to time, but not being able to see it happen live every single day. I just wanted to provide this form of like transparency, engagement, and overall experience that was so valuable that the course was viewed as unquestionable.
Okay.
So I thought that I could, again, provide that from when I first originally created the course. And then that's what in my honest opinion, that's what I think that I've done. So, and then I ask you again, so if you were to invest in any course out there not saying mine, but what qualities or criteria would you like it to have? Wouldn't it make sense as someone that's just getting started, that wouldn't it be useful, helpful to have whoever it is that you're investing in, for the course to not only be accessible, let's say if you don't have a lot of money, right? You want to learn about it in your market, great, the course is structured. And on top of that, if you have questions, to not only have access to a group chat, but to be able to ask it in real time every single day. So the question of like, does this kid actually trade? Or is this actually like...
I don't doubt that. It's just, you just have a passion for teaching. Pretty much, right?
I really do enjoy it. I really do the back and forth with our students, and again, just overcoming these like obstacles that we do every single day. It's just being productive. It's every single day, like in every business that we have, if there's one small change forward that we are doing, like that's my goal. And Learn, Plan, Profit and Tech Buds, like, yes, that's a part of our overall like company, but it's a very small part in what it is that we do have planned.
What's the most you've ever put into one stock? I guess risked.
On average, I'd take like $20,000 to $30,000 positions, like on the daily.
Wow.
The most I've ever taken is about that was such a weird wow.
No.
I
don't know. It's a lot of money. Yeah.
$42,000 position. And you think that that's a lot of money? That's not that much money. I don't trade with leverage. I don't trade with like, people think that I trade with a $200,000 account or $1 million account. I trade with an account that there's $30,000 starting balance. Every time at the end of the month, after I break over 40,000, I pay myself and I bring it back down to 30.
Cool. And that's every morning, and this happened live. Whatever.
I was down $3,000. Yeah. I thought I've never had a $3,000 loss in one day. I thought this was going to be my biggest red day, and I was like, perfect. Right as I'm about to have this interview, I'm going to have my biggest red day. Like, that would be my like luck. And in the live stream, like if they asked for it to be able to see it, you let me know and I'll post it. I was down. I showed that I was down, I think like $2,900, and it showed signs of a support, which means that it was consolidating, and then started making higher highs. I held it. I left it. I recovered about $387. So $387. I went from down nearly 3,000 up 387, sold, and then started scalping it as it was going up. Just buying and selling, like selling the peaks, buying the dips, selling the peaks. And I would have closed the day over $6,000 if I would have just held that position based on where it peaked out today.
If I give you 30 grand.
I don't trade for others. Yeah, that's illegal. Oh, trust me, the amount.
Is it really?
Oh, it's 100% illegal. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We have people that impersonate me and that message others telling that, hey, like I'll trade for you and stuff like that. So again, if you know that I won't tell other people where to buy and sell, I don't tell people where to buy and sell because I didn't work hard for their money.
Right.
So I don't want to be the sole decision maker on where they invest their hard-earned money. So that means that I would not feel comfortable taking money to invest in it. But we've had investors that have reached out to us to buy a portion of either Learn, Plan, Profit, that have tried to buy into TechBud Solutions.
But many of your followers, they probably naturally, even though you're not asking them to or telling them to or anything, they're probably just copying you. Copying your every move, right?
They try to, but again, that's why we have such a huge focus. And if you watch we have a thing.
Like if you're consistent every day, And everyone just copied you when they make the same amount of money that you are profit-wise?
If they were to enter and exit at exactly the same times I were. And we're also usually trading with different account values. So
right.
My thing is...
Same account value, same time.
Yes.
Live with you.
So it is live. So we're trading live
day.
for about 45 minutes to 1 hour every day. Some of my trades that I buy and sell, I still hold them after that. Right? Because I'm trading live for about 45 minutes to an hour every day. I see value in what it is that I'm trading. Right?
Right.
But if the same person that's mimicking my trade doesn't see value and doesn't see the same pattern that I do, I might be quicker to cut losses or to lock in profits due to some form of indication that I see. And
well, no. If they copy when you buy in and sell,
but I'm not trading.
They would get the same result, right?
I'm not live for the entire day.
Okay.
Because the market's open from 7:30 to 2 o'clock Arizona time.
Okay. Why don't you just go live the whole day?
Because I have Discord messages to respond to. I literally, like, if you're ever in Arizona, trust me, if you were to see like a day in life with what it's actually like to do our morning routine, wake up at 6, go live, film our 2 videos on YouTube, and then for 4 to 5 hours nonstop respond to messages and update all of our social media accounts every single day, Monday through Friday.
Well, hold on. Why don't you just keep a thing in the corner, keep it all live all day, and that shows when you sell a thing so that everyone can make the money with you?
Because it's not about mimicking my trades. Like, that's the thing.
Why not?
Because we want to create self-sufficient traders. The whole idea is to, again, become a trader that, that you develop your own eye for value rather than mimicking me. I get it. No, trust me. We get people that like, hey, make sure that you tell us like where you sell or where you cut losses or something like that, right? Like, it makes sense why people want to know. Yeah. But again, if you're going to join my course to just try to mimic my trades, I'd rather not have you a part of it. Because it just, again, I'm not here to like spoon feed any of our members. You crack me up with these questions.
Dude.
My goodness.
You're a talker, man. You're the professional talker.
I don't know if I should be complimented or offended.
No, I wish I could talk as fast as you. I mean, not as think as fast as you. It's your thoughts. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Fluctuations. Yeah, you need a lot of money. Most people need a lot of money.
I think if someone wants to learn more about like how to actually grow, if there's someone that's struggling for money, I would not say invest in the stock market is for you. I think you should be.
I'm not gonna do it until I have like 4 million in savings, and then I'm just gonna play around with like 30 grand. Yeah.
I think that if you're really trying to build up capital, the best way that I was able to do it, based on my experience, if I can speak from that, is to buy and sell stuff on Craigslist, OfferUp.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way.
Yeah, Gary V. You seen that? No. He like goes and buys action figures from garage sales and sells them on eBay.
There's such a glorified market right now with like just wanting to become an entrepreneur that it's like people just want the like laptop lifestyle, the Wi-Fi lifestyle and stuff like that. It's like if you're someone,
I want girls to know I'm rich.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not struggling. You're in a.
No, yeah, I'm fine now.
Yeah, you're not LA. What is this?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm going to take out a lot of this, trust me.
You crack me up.
Let's see. Most you've ever lost in a day, your biggest red day?
About 1,500.
Be honest.
1,500.
Ever in your life?
In a day.
1,500?
In a day, yeah.
And the most you've gained in a day?
A little bit over 3,000. It was ticker symbol JNUG.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I definitely remember my biggest green day. That was like earlier this year. It was JNUG is a leverage-based gold ETF.
And you do need to start out with like 30K at least.
You don't need to. Like.
Well, I know, but.
I'm.
The more you invest, the higher the.
It's based on percentage growth, right? So I trade with comfortably, like my position sizes, although I have over $30,000, I take sometimes $15,000 position sizes, which is still a lot of money for a lot of people, right? It's, if you can prove to yourself that you can continuously grow your account consistently and you understand the growth, to me and to yourself, it would make more sense because you're going to become more confident as time goes on, that you're going to feel more confident to invest more money. So I think as time goes on, you'll slowly start to invest more money because that confidence and that understanding will be there. I would say if you're someone that just because you have $50,000 or $100,000, does that mean that you should get started? No, I would treat you exactly the same way that someone that has $1,000.
Start with paper, right?
Yeah.
You started with paper.
No.
How?
Again, it's
oh, right, duh, yeah, no, it was, you already had money from other stuff, right, sorry.
No, but I went back to paper. I wish someone, when I first started, told me to start with paper.
How long did it take you to get good? When did you start?
5 years to be consistent.
Okay.
So I first got exposed to the stock market when I was 14. Yeah.
Okay. What do you do for fun?
I work. Like, I swear, it's just
love working. You're very ambitious, very motivated. What's your biggest aspiration? Do you have one?
It would be the software, to be able to actually have it fully up and running.
The software, yeah.
And to create the tools and resources that I truly do think can make it easier for people to not only have access to the market, but have a better understanding with it as well. Usually people that like hate on me put my name on the videos, and it's their most popular video.
Wow.
Especially within our niche. So, and again, if you were to think of how, if you...
People hate on you mostly just because they think you're scamming.
They tried to say that like I don't make all my money with trading, and it's like, no shit. Like,
okay.
Like I've never said that I have. And they don't discredit like my trading. They say that I'm not the best. I never said that I was. All I say is that, again, I invest in the markets that I do. I share it for those that want to see value, or that see value in it, and that's it. Like, cool. But
cool.
I don't know if you would, if you want to put Stock Trading Millionaire, that's fine. But I would say more of like general like entrepreneur or investor. That would make much more sense to me, as I have not made a majority of my money just by investing in the stock market. I think just to be like transparent, like it would,
right?
Because even before,
I think I'm still gonna put stock trader. But I think I'll keep this part in those for transparency, I guess.
Yeah, but for what it's worth, right?
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Any last words?
No.
Ricky?
It's I think my biggest 2 cents that I can give anybody is just to test out any market that they are wanting to become more familiar with, to not approach it in such an aggressive way. And I think as long as you continue to focus on being consistent, that you make sure that you have a passion for it, and that you always keep it exciting, those are, I think, 3 factors that truly have acted as a positive catalyst for my success. All right, sweet. I'll check out Ricky's info in the description, and I will see you next week.